Hi, this is my digital artifact. Not a digital masterpiece as some of the awesome artifacts I have seen from fellow classmates, but nonetheless, it bears my position on digital culture and education. The key question we must ask ourselves in regards to the education is one of purpose. What is the purpose of education? Why do we need education? I think there are two reasons which have not changed since humanity entered the world. The first is that we need education to become the best version of ourselves. We have been born with natural talents, affinities, features. We have been born with the potential inside us. We have been born to be fully fulfilled human beings. Education should take care of that. The second purpose of education is to prepare ourselves to enter into society and work, make our contribution to the world, and make a living with that. Now let's take a look at both. So how to become the best version of ourselves? Well, humanity evolves. Let me introduce to you a nice concept made up by Professor Vindin, the Homo sapiens. It is a caricature of the digital native generation, one which will rule the world in not so many more years from now, and with whom we will have to live with even if we are digital immigrants or digital cavemen. This generation has adopted digital technologies as part of their lives. It has not been imposed to them. They have adopted digital technologies and developed a digital culture on their own will. And it has transformed the way they work, think, and communicate with each other. This generation is able to do multitasking. They are able to zap information, acquiring the skills to construct meaningful knowledge from discontinued audiovisual and textual information flows. They solve problems in a non-linear way. They react better to iconic stimulation than to text-based ones, and they are able to learn pretty much from that way. The generation has a totally different view regarding digital technologies, and these digital technologies have enabled them to create new ways of interacting with other human beings. Here is a list that characterizes the output of this interaction between each other using digital technologies. Did you experience some of them during the EDC MOOC? I did. Am I them a Homo sapiens? Wow! This interaction between one another using digital technologies has even created a specific ethos, one that has much in common with the perennial ethos of humanity, but one which also has its own more important values. Do you sympathize with these values? Do they look alien to your nature? Do you feel them as a threat to your own ethic? Are there missing key ethic values in this list? Your call. I, for one, like what I see. But whatever we think of it, we must undertake with realism that this is the generation we must educate. It is pointless to try to change them, or put our hands on the head and our eyes in blank, because they are so different than we were. Instead of trying to stop what is evident due to a dystopian vision, we should accept what is and build an educational environment where the most positive effects can be channeled for the good of humanity. We must undertake a model of education that is based on the list we have here. So what about the jobs that will be available for today's students? The Institute of the Future characterized the skills that will be needed for jobs in year 2020, which is a very short time from now in educational terms. You may see digital tools are everywhere, explicitly described or implicitly needed. Jobs in the 21st century are about working in a multicultural environment, having a new media literacy, having sense-making, being novel and having adapting thinking, having social intelligence, having cognitive load management, having design mindset, being able of virtual collaboration, even having computational thinking. Yes, digital tools are everywhere. Moreover, as Sir Ken Robinson points out, kids entering today in the kindergarten will get out of college to apply for jobs that today do not exist, using technologies which have not been invented, and in ways we cannot even imagine. Now, in front of that reality, how do we teach our students? Do we teach them things which will be outdated when they get out of college? If not, what then will stay and what will move? What new competences and skills must we teach our students? What new courses must they have? Which courses do we leave behind? So, in the end, and as to digital cultures and e-learning, we must take digital culture as a given and find a way to use technology so that our students can be the best version of themselves in a world where technology has become omnipresent. Thank you.